Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel and share the video. In one of my previous videos, I talked about why it is that men don't like to open up. And so I felt like what better way to get some answers than to really get a man involved to share and provide some insights and some feedback. So in this video right now, I'm going to go ahead and allow my dear friend Cornell to share some insights with us. And so ladies, listen up to what he had to say. Here goes.
What a great topic. Thank you, Sid, for inviting me to give my 2 cents on your topic today, about what women don't understand about men. Great job, by the way, and I love the videos and keep doing it. May God continue to bless you with all these videos and good topics and advice that you're giving out. My name is Cornell, as Sid said. So I'm going to just do communication. There's so much that I could go into about what women don't understand about men, but I'm just going to use communication for the sake of time. So women, as we know, women are more emotional, open to talking when it comes to communication. They'll quickly divulge everything and tell you about their day and all the stuff when they're with their partner. Men, on the other hand, we talk, just not as much as women won't want to or expect us to. We have to there's a safe space that both parties got to create for each other. And in order to do that, women have to understand the partner that they're with. So a woman might come and say, okay, they tell you their feelings. Say, hey babe, this is what I'm feeling today, where a man might not open up as much. It's very seldom because we were raised to suck things up and just keep it moving. But there's a lot that we do have to say, but it's certain times that we say it, and it might not be the time that you want it. So say we might be together in the car driving down the street, and all of a sudden now I just feel like, oh, I want to share this with you. And I said, okay babe, let me talk to you. And then we start talking. A lot of times women are like, oh, now you want to talk, now you want to tell me your feelings. And when women do that, men just shut down. And that's one of the things that women don't understand about men with communication. Once we get to that point where we're like, okay, now I want to tell you what it is, all we ask is that you just listen and hear what we have to say. Just hear us out. It might not be the time that you want to, but we're going to tell you. But when it comes to that, if we get pushback, then that's it. We're just going to shut down and we won't say anything no more. And then that kind of create more conflict. So that's one of the things that I can tell you that women don't understand about men when it comes to communication. And thanks again for inviting me on the platform. If you want to find me, I'm at Maroon Prince on whatever platform that you might look at. Thank you and love the topic.
Now that I've watched Cornell's video, I have actually gained more insight in the reasons why men don't like to open up to women in communication, right? However, I do know that men were actually, of course, created differently than women, in that they are actually biologically different. God designed them a different way than we are. So with that being said, I choose my battles. Biologically, men are designed with lesser oxytocin levels of hormone than women. Oxytocin is one of those hormones that cause you to bond more. It's like a bonding hormone. And so women are designed with a higher level of that than men. And therefore women tend to communicate more. They're more emotional because of that factor, right? So a lot of times when you see women wanting to talk more, it's biologically, they are designed with more oxytocin levels than men. Of course, there are also reasons such as the type of childhood that they may have had, men and women, where for the most part men are told that they need to be the stronger ones. When they're growing up, men keep quiet and not talk as much as women are encouraged to talk more. Men are told that man up and be strong, and you talk too much, you're not a girl, and different things like that can also influence why men tend to get quiet. So we really have to be careful when we judge or stereotype, and when we become upset and not understand that this is more complex and more complicated than just a men-women thing. And so I love the insight that Cornell shared. It really taught me a lot. One of the things that Cornell said that really stood out to me was when he said, you have to know your partner. And that was very profound to me. And the reason why I say that is because oftentimes there are partners who will share everything. They will talk about their day. They will talk about things that they're going through. They will share the smallest details of their life with you, and so on. I could go on and on and on. And then there are other partners who they are quiet, and they definitely don't open up. They don't share, and it could be many reasons why they might not want to share. I like how he said that you have to know your partner, and also that they might even get to the point of sharing, and then it depends on how they've been met with the information they've shared. If one, you're not listening, if you speak over them when they're talking, if you are very negative with things that they're saying, and there's a lot of different factors, then sometimes they might not want to share, might not want to communicate. And everyone is different, so I can understand. Of course, as women, we're the talkers, so we're gonna be like, okay, get over it. Whatever it is, you're grown, you need to talk and you need to communicate. Granted, at some point, communication needs to, of course, take place, but not on the terms when there is an issue going on. Everything is not as complicated as humans tend to make it. But what I realize is the more life goes on and on, the more complicated humans get and the more complicated the world gets. So I try to choose my battles, and communication, just understand the partner that you're with and work on breaking down some barriers and get into that place in a timely manner and in a manner that's comfortable for both partners or parties involved. The final thing that I wanted to share that Cornell mentioned, timing is very important when you want to communicate. Yes, we're different creatures, men and women, so you kind of have to develop that mental, that mindset that women and men are different. And when you get to that place, then you will be more understanding. Then you will pick your battles and decide that we are two different species. We are created differently. We are biologically different. We will understand. Of course, there's room for growth. There's room for growth with anyone, even for women. We have our own share of faults, and men have their own share of faults. And so it takes maturity, and it takes time, and it takes patience. And not a lot of people are cut up for relationships. A lot of people don't have the time, the space, the energy to go into relationships. And as we can all see, we can clearly see that relationships and marriages are very complicated. And so if you're not prepared to work and to do the work and to wait and to process things and to just give things time, then definitely you just probably need to be like Paul in the Bible when he said, don't get married, stay single, because relationships may be a distraction from God. You might be too much focused on how things are going in your relationship and be so much into sadness and depression and trying to fix things and trying to make things right, trying to get back that love, it is a lot of work. So be prepared with that in mind. And with that, I'm going to end this video and tell you thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you to Cornell for taking the time out to be a part of this video. God bless you. One love. I'm out.